talked at the start about how that's still a pretty loaded team without Trae Young. Obviously allows them to put together a really, long defensive group with Alexander Walker and Daniels and Johnson. Obviously, that's got a lot to do with the points in the paint figure. Just how tough is it to try to get the ball anywhere near the rim against those
Yeah,
guys?
I agree with all that. That's pretty much what I said before the game. And, they played well. They're a tough team.
What I guess on that note, where did you see did you see breakdowns on execution, or was it just a case of just that's that difficult an assignment to try to get anything
We had
going?
breakdowns. Defensively, it was a very disappointing effort for us. I mean, we've established the capability to really fight defensively, and we didn't have enough fight tonight. And that's disappointing. So, this is a quick turnaround, and we got to look at the film, see what we can correct, and get ready for tomorrow.
Just, I guess, first impression on that, would you see just go wrong on dribble drives? It seems like they were able to just take it down the middle a few times and get to the rim. Where did you see a breakdown there?
A lot of breakdowns.
Offensive rebounding, you guys really putting an emphasis on that. What did you like about your guys' effort on that, and is that part of your scheme to try to get the ball more?
We got to be aggressive. The whole league is crashing more, and it's something that we've believed in for a long time. So, got to figure out ways to get small advantages where we can. We need to stay aggressive in all areas, and we got to refocus defensively. Which is it's just a must. That has so much influence on everything that we do.
You guys got off to an early start, 18-6, and then that starting group in the second half obviously didn't get off as well. What do you think was the difference defensively you saw from Atlanta from the first half maybe to the second half?
Well, I know we had a couple of turnovers. We subbed early, around that time. There were some turnovers, which they're very good at forcing turnovers, and so that they went on a 4-0 or 6-0 run pretty fast. I think we took a timeout. We had a decent response, and then they had another run to end the quarter. So, 32-29 is not the end of the world, but giving up 30 points a quarter is not good enough.
Remember you talked a couple games ago about it being hard to take Pascal off the floor. Obviously, he didn't play in the fourth, but I mean, it seems like it's difficult to get a lot going on when he's not out there. How cautious, I guess, do you have to be of not trying to put too much on him too early?
Yeah, I mean, every game is going to have different characteristics. I mean, Pascal's a great player. He's our best player. A lot hinges on him being on the floor. On the one hand, on the other hand, we got to be able to get him breaks and hold the fort when he's out, and so we got to do a better job there.
What's just your read? Obviously, Jarace has had to get a lot more minutes from this. What's been your read in terms of how he's played the last couple of games?
There's a lot of positives, and there's a lot of things that he can do better. We're working with him with film every single day, and staying upbeat. I mean, right now this is a great opportunity for him. That said, the way we're structured right now, it puts an awful lot on him, and so his approach out there has got to be simple and pretty scaled down. He can't try to do too much, but he can't do too little either. And so we need him to be a solid defender on the ball. We need him to rebound, and then offensively, we need him to be aggressive and make the simple plays that are there. Look at the film tonight. I thought there were some very good things that he did, and I thought there was a few times when maybe he could have gotten into the lane and didn't, but we're studying all that stuff.
Just I think it was 74-38 in the paint. I think 20 of those came in the fourth. Just that's obviously a really long, tough defensive team. Just what makes it difficult to get the ball to the rim against those guys, and where do you feel like needed to be better in terms of your execution?
They do a great job of sending the gap, staying in the shift, really focusing a ball-minded team all the eyes follow the ball. Great length, like you said. So again, it seems like that. We just need more movement, more cuts, more blurs, just more action.
Speaking of that, obviously it's a new group, and you guys are facing it. You're dealing with a new team just about every game in terms of combinations and everything like that. Just what's just the challenge been of getting used to each other and getting a sense of how you need to cut, how you need to move, and how you need to kind of coordinate yourselves?
I mean, we're learning on the fly. Every game's a new adjustment, serves a new purpose, new problems to face. But we're learning each and every day, and it'll come together. I feel like it's still early. We got a lot of time to turn it around.
How are you personally just sort of dealing with your expanded role? What do you feel like you're doing well in those circumstances? You're obviously getting to take a lot more shots. Where do you feel like you're improving game to game, and where do you want to get better?
I just got to keep getting more and more efficient. Every time I step out there, just picking and choosing my shots, how many I'm taking, just continue to get good ones, but still continue to do everything else on the floor that my team needs to help win.
Just on the other side of that, points in the paint discussion, 74 is obviously a number you don't want to see. Just where do you see breakdowns, both, I guess, in transition defense and in stop and drives?
Yeah, like you said, definitely transition defense. Got to get back, show a load to the ball. And I feel like we just got to focus on the ball more, just not always worried about our man and what they're doing, but worry about the pick and roll, having to make it in the paint, and then just working it out from there.
In the third quarter, you guys got off to a really slow start offensively. What do you think was the big reason why that slow start happened?
I feel like we got some good looks early. Shots didn't fall, part of the game, but I feel like we just can't let our offense dictate our defense, and I feel like we kind of did that tonight, which doesn't help.
Offensive rebounding was really good for you guys. 22, I think, opportunities on those, but only made 8. Did you like the looks you were getting off the second chance opportunities? Just didn't think they were falling?
Yeah, I feel like it's. I mean, we shot 13 for 47 from 3. So, I mean, I don't remember any bad looks, honestly, from 3, maybe a couple. So, I feel like most of our spray outs were 3s. And, I mean, just a tough game all around. But I feel like we bounced back ready for tomorrow.
Can you imagine one of the numbers that stands out there? I think it was 74 to 38 in the paint. Starting off, and what made it just difficult? They've certainly got a lot of good defenders over there, but what made it difficult for you guys to get the ball anywhere near the rim?
I just think we didn't have enough fight tonight. I think it's just as simple as that. I think me, myself, and a lot of my other teammates, we got to do a better job of putting pressure on the paint. And that was definitely one of our problems tonight.
I guess where did you see a breakdown? You seemed like you ended up settling for a lot of jump shots. What do you kind of think was there that you weren't able to attack?
Me, myself personally, or as a team?
As a team, both, unless you have one particular that you.
They got a lot of long guys on their team. They got a lot of great defenders. But like I said, I don't think we forced the issue enough. I think if you look at it on the other end, all night they kind of just drove through us, and we kind of just let it happen. So again, I think it goes back to not having enough fight. I think on both ends.
Where'd you see the breakdown in transition? They were able to, I can't remember what the fast break number was. It might have been 28 to 8 or something like that. I mean, what allowed them to kind of just get out and get some of those?
Our talk, and then just the fact that we don't have a man in transition. So whoever the closest guy is, we got to match up better. I think that's it.
I guess, where'd you see the breakdown in particular in the third? You guys obviously were able to start pretty solid, and we're still within a couple of buckets going into halftime. And just where'd you see just things?
They just came out hot. I think it goes back to, again, like I said, we just didn't have enough fight tonight. I think everything that happened tonight goes back to the fact that we didn't have enough energy, we didn't have enough fight. We just weren't playing like ourselves. So I think we got to get back to the drawing board and figure out how to do it again tomorrow.
Coach talked about you guys just fouling a lot the previous games before this one. Do you feel like that was maybe a little bit of an overcorrection and trying not to foul, or was it just they were just doing what they wanted to do?
Nah, I don't think it was an overcorrection. I just think, now when I say fight, I don't necessarily mean we fouling all the time, but we got to give some type of resistance. I don't think we gave them any type of resistance tonight. I think they all got to the basket when they wanted to, and I'm not even talking about just back doors, but just kind of straight line drives. So I think we got to be more aggressive defensively, guard our yard, and take pride in it.